Good evening. Welcome to St. Peter's Recplex Rink B again this evening for the second game against the Nashville Predators. St. Peter's has been hosting high school games last night and tonight, so that's why we've been over here on Rink B as it's getting close to the end of the high school season and lots of games going on. I think they have two tonight over there on Rink A. So Caleb Hudson will be in net today for Carshield to your left. Carshield will be in the black. Nashville is in their whites. But yet we stayed on the home and visitor side, so just a different look. Looks like we're going to start off with Pitcher and Barth and Miller. And Pickering and Schrader. So 17 minutes on the clock that works. And Pitcher wins it back to Blaine. Blaine gets his own, dumps it in. Miller in on the far side. Puck goes past him. Pickering pinches, gets stick lifted. Puck goes to Pitcher. Pitcher's down low. And puck comes up the wall. Pickering stands a man up. Barth. Now it's going to go to Miller. He's going to chip to the far side and get taken down. They're still sliding. Fresh ice, that'll happen. And chipped up the wall. Blaine keeps it in. Barth chips it. Now it hits Barth in the skates. He's going to find Pitcher. He's trying to find Miller. Pitcher's still hacking at it. Miller's there. It's loose. And their goalie pushed it forward, and Miller knocks it in. So loose puck that never got covered. Looked like their goalie was going to cover and kind of hit it with the bottom of his glove. And pushed forward, and Miller put it in. 1-0 Carshield. So good work in front of the net, hacking at that, trying to keep it alive by that group. Results in a goal. Fisher is going to hop on with Flogger and Berryman, Lacoste and Given. Refs are wasting our time again because they're all just going to scoot in anyway. There we go. Fisher ties it up. Puck goes behind Lacoste. Berryman there, softly to Given. Now up to center ice. Fisher and Berryman both reach for it. It kind of goes between them. Given hacks it up. And Fish goes forward. He goes wide on his backhand, tries to turn in. Flogger comes in. Fisher's still there. Puck bouncing. Flogger takes the man. Now it comes out. And Nashville gets the red line, dumps it in. Caleb out to get it. He stops it, pushes it forward to Flogger. Flogger tries to leave it for Fisher. Flogger still got his guy tied up in the corner. Fisher over there, Lacoste as well. And Lacoste comes out with it. Lacoste up the wall. Tries to find Berryman, and it goes back in. Given plays it up the wall to Flogger. They get pushed forward to Stanley, who's on a change. And they're going to say Noah was offside on the far side. Faceoff comes out of the offensive zone. Stanley, Springer, Simpson. So our official on the far side is going to be really picky about where kids line up. And they always just move back in the same spot. Ridge gets it from Rawls. He gets the blue line. He shoots it off a leg. It goes down into the corner. Stanley down there trying to dig it out. He got underneath two Predators. Now Springer working at it with Simpson. And he gets flipped up. Rawls catches. Rawls shoots low, deflected to the corner by a Predators player. Springer comes away with it from the corner. Now it goes behind the net, up the wall. Louis keeps it in, shoots it back down. Stanley gets a piece, but it comes to the Nashville player, and he comes to center ice. Flipped in. Ridgway went after it. Ridge tries to find Kaiser breaking through. Kaiser gets swept through, so we got to turn around as he's got to get out of the zone. Now it's up to Springer. Now Schrader. Now Springer dumps it in. Fisher on with Kaiser. And it's like Bielstein's coming. Puck goes to the corner. Kaiser in after it. He finds Blaine. Now it's played out. Kaiser's got to reset. Finds Pickering. Finds Kaiser. Finds Blaine, who's got some room. He dumps it in. Bielstein and Fisher in on the forecheck. Now Schrader pinches. Bielstein comes away with it, pushes down low to Fisher. Blaine down low. Player falls, but pushes it forward enough that they come out. Nashville goes down in the corner. Kaiser pushes that forward. Puck shot in, hit a bunch of people, and played into the Nashville zone, and everybody changes for Carshield. Nashville chips it in. Lacoste back to get it. He rims it around to Barth. Barth tries to find Pitcher. That gets intercepted. Then a shot hits Pitcher in the shin guards. It's going to go all the way down for icing. So Pitcher finally makes it back down as he was facing the block shot off himself. Barth comes away with it. Finds Miller as Miller tries to get through. He gets taken down. No call there. We've got seemingly one senior official and one very young official. Barth still working at it, and a bunch of people skates. Miller comes away with it. Oh, backhand goes high. He had another opening. Puck's going to come out to Barth. He one-times it to Miller, who cuts through. Now out to Lacoste to Given. Slides on him. He goes down low, past Barth, past Miller, past Pitcher. Lacoste over to get it. Lacoste has it tied up. Now Pitcher leans in. He kicks it forward. He pushes it forward, dips down, gets low, leaves for Given. Given to Barth. Barth centers, but it gets intercepted as Miller was right there. Miller wins the puck back, dumps it down low. Puck gets past Given, but Miller over to keep it in the zone. And it comes out. Miller gloves it. And that's a hand pass. As he left it for Given, but he had knocked it down with his glove. So Fish back to the dot. Flogger and Berryman. Ridge and rolls. Puck one to the side. Flogger goes down. Puck gets dumped in. Ridge back to get it. He stops, goes through the crease. Caleb plays it out. Now a pass gets deflected by Berryman to center ice. It's backhanded back up. Wasn't offside somehow. Flogger plays it in the far corner. They wave off icing. Berryman down low. Now they chip it in. And Rawls back to get it. Rawls takes the man. Fisher takes the man. Nashville comes out with it. They come out to the point. Shot wide. Hits the side of the net. Now Nashville's changing. And puck wide to Caleb, and he's going to cover. So Stanley on with Springer and Simpson. Puck played back to the point, shot high. Simpson over to get it, or Springer knocks it forward. They go D to D. And gets rimmed around to this side. Now down low, he's going to come up the boards. Tries the circle. Passes. Now the pass comes out. Shot hits Springer. Goes wide. Blaine down low. Stanley there. Now they come off. Shot. They hack at it and score. The puck shot from the side. Caleb made the initial save, and then they had a few people in front. One of them knocked it in. So Kaiser, Bielstein, and Flogger out. McGiven and Lacasse. Puck under Kaiser. Now Flogger is just going to send it down. They wave it off. And they rim it around. Oh, and it hops right at the snow. That should be icing, yes. So they rimmed it around. There's a little snow already built up right in front of their door, and it hopped up and shot down the ice. Kaiser back to the dot. Bielstein, Flogger, given Lacasse. Puck dropped weirdly, and both kids missed it the first time. Now Nashville plays it up the boards. Gets chipped in. Shot from the slot goes wide. Lacasse working on his man. Puck comes out to the point. Flogger takes the man, but they get it deep. Comes over to this side. Bielstein can't get it out, and then it's shot in on Huddy, and he saves it. And number 19 takes a whack after the whistle. Oh, and he's going to call him for a slash. Good for them. So Carshield's going to go on a power play. Good to see Penhackton goalies. So Barth, pitcher, Miller, Schrader, Pickering. We'll figure out where everyone's going to go. It looks like they're lined up. Pitcher wins a faceoff back to Blaine. Blaine looking for an option. Plays into the netting somehow. Must have hit a stick. So we'll do it again. Pitcher back to the dot. Puck's in and skates, gets pushed backward, and rimmed around. It's on edge, still on edge, and goes for icing. Pitcher back to the dot. One back, Barth. Circles. Still has it. Now comes back. Back to Blaine. Blaine down low to pitcher. Pitcher and Blaine battling. Now comes to Miller. His shot gets blocked right when he was making contact. Barth knocks that down with the glove, and he turns and goes the other way. Chips it in. Pitcher in after it. Comes up the wall. Hops on Blaine again. But he grabs it. Puts it in the corner. Now it's knocked out. And played up the wall. Pickering goes. Leaves it for Barth. Barth shoots. Pitcher there. Oh, and the tip goes right into the goalie. Nice low shot by Barth. Very tippable. And ended up in the crest of the Junior Predators. So Fisher heads out with Flogger and Berryman, Rolls and Lacasse. Ooh, puck won by Fisher all the way across the ice. Lacasse is going to have to play it down low. Flogger over to get it. Out to Rolls. Rolls to Lacasse. Lacasse to Berryman. Berryman sauced one, and it never bounced for Flogger. So he's trying to have to knock it out of the air. Now puck out, and they head in one-on-one. Shot, hits Ben. Ben's going to go the other way, stops, resets, finds Fish. Fish heads forward, flips it in. No one heads in on the forecheck right away. Now rolls there, keeps it in, leaves it for Flogger. Berryman down low. Fisher, Berryman. Penalty's over. And they come out with it. They play it up. Rawls is going to intercept that. He's just going to play it in for an icing, or an offsides. Sorry. As we had someone in deep. Springer is going to head over with Simpson and Stanley. Center ice face-off. Ridge hops on. Rawls stays. Puck one. Ridge gets it. He heads in, gets the blue line, goes wide. Looking, stops. Resets. Tries to go low. Puck eludes Stanley. And it gets rimmed. Louis gets down on a knee to keep it. And it hops out, and Springer tried to hit it in, but it floated out of the zone. A face-off on the far side. Ridge rolls to Ridge. Ridge is going to get the zone. He flips it in wide. Hits softly. Comes out. Ridge battling. Oh. We got a rough on somebody. So it looks like Louis is going for a rough. So we'll go to the PK. Pickering and Schrader head on. Pitcher and Flogger. Face off won by Nashville. To the far side. Shot in low, tipped high, and Caleb somehow got that. Hard to see where it bounced at, but he had it in front of him. Pitcher back to the dot. Puck won by Nashville. Back out to the point. Over to this side. Pass down low gets tipped away by Blaine. Now it comes up high. Now wide. Pickering over there. Forces him to play it back. Now they come to the near side. Barth over there hacking at it. Now pitcher. Now Flogger. Flogger blocks that with the stick. Caleb gets it. Comes loose. Flogger knocks at it. Nashville player can't figure out if he wanted it on the forehand or backhand. It kind of overskated it. Shot low, hits pitcher, and he's going to get it out of the zone. And they're going to go for a change, hopefully quickly. Given over. Fisher and Miller out. They hit each other. Fisher's going to get it. He's going to go forward. Kind of gets stood up a little bit. He's down low on the forecheck. They rim it backward. Miller stays at the blue line. Now he heads forward, tries to angle them. And they chip it in. Given should be able to flip that out, and he does. And it's soft, so the goalie comes out to play it. Miller in on the forecheck this time. Now they break out down the far side. Puck mishandled. Now hits Miller in the skate. He puts it back down low. Forwards change. Kaiser and Bilstein on. Now Berryman on as the penalty's over. And we have an icing. So we'll go back down to the O-zone. So Ridge and Rolls hop on. Berryman centering Kaiser and Bilstein. Puck played around. Rawls keeps it in, plays it low. Nashville intercepts. They break out. Offsides. They had a player go forehand, backhand at the blue line, and another guy go in. Berryman back to the dot. Puck went backward. Now banged forward. That is icing if it goes, and it does. And looks like we're going to have matching friendship penalties. Kaiser and 92 for Nashville are going to the box. Or roughing it, looks like. Pitcher out to the dot. Miller comes out, forces a high shot, and he gets tripped for his Barth, knocks his guy down. They play it wide. Ooh, a hard bounce off the boards. Now, yep, that was offsides. So it got knocked out, and then they knocked down the puck out of the air, but their player was still in the zone. So we have a face-off here close to us. Puck pushed back by Nashville. Puck rimmed around. Rawls back to get it. His pass hits a leg. A pitcher back there. He pushes his guy up against the wall. Comes away with the puck. Now he gets low. Gets away from one. Puck gets chipped. Miller. Barth. Barth heads in. Has a step. But the puck gets knocked away. And it comes to center ice. Gets pushed around Blaine. Puck intercepted by Pickering as he got him in the skates. Blaine tries to skate with it and got intercepted. Now it's played to the far side. Pickering muffed it, but it comes out of the zone. Now they push it back in. Now Blaine to center ice. They go D to D. And icing. So we'll be able to change everybody else. Flogger, Fisher, Berryman, and Lacoste and Given. Fisher wins it back. Flogger to Given. Given shot wide. So he got it through all the legs. Now Fish. Fish out to Given. Given tries to go Lacoste. Lacoste pushed it forward the leg. Now Berryman. in with a few Predators. Puck gets rimmed around. Given battling with a couple Predators. Now Berryman. Now Fisher, and it comes out of there. Berryman gathers it. Berryman turns. Finds Flogger. Shot. Ends up in the corner. Flogger comes away with it. Given pinches. He leaves for Fish. Now Given takes it again. Now guy spins around away from Berryman, and they flip it out. Given gets a piece of it, and Nashville goes the other way. Go wide shot. Ooh, nice high shot that Caleb's got to get with the blocker and put into the netting. So it looks like Kaiser has been freed from the penalty box. And just about a minute left in the first. 1-1 is our score. Carshield goal by Miller early. Stanley on the faceoff. Springer, Simpson, Pickering, and Schrader. Puck comes to Springer. He moves forward, plays it in on goal, and the goalie's going to cover it. Stanley ties his guy up. Puck goes back. Nashville gets it. Rims it around. Pickering can't keep it in, but gathers, finds Blaine. Blaine finds Stanley. His entrance pass gets blocked. Comes back. Springer gets a little bit of it. And gets a little bit of it again, but then it comes out of the zone. So they reset. Pickering to Blaine. They find JR on the far side. JR turns a corner. It's pushed up against the wall. Springer there. Springer and JR fighting for it. And Nashville comes out with it. Play it up the wall. Blaine stops that. Stanley puts it back down in deep. High off the glass to Pickering. He's going to flip it forward, and that's going to be the end of the first. After 1-1. Back for the start of the second. Fisher, Flogger, Berryman, Ridge, and Rawls. This guy is just obsessed where people are standing, and then they all move back after he talks to them. We probably could have been out of here 20 minutes earlier tonight. Rawls finds Ridge. Ridge is going to get the line. He's going to dump it in. And Flogger's hard on the forecheck, but it comes off on a weird angle and doesn't come around. So they play it up the wall. Berryman gets a piece. Rawls finds Fisher. He pushes forward, finds Flogger. Flogger holds onto it, finds Fisher. Leaves for Ridge. Ridge plays it across. Berryman's there. The goalie makes the save. Berryman comes away with it. Rawls pinches down. Berryman heads back. And they play it in. Ridge over to get it as Nashville is changing. Ridge finds Berryman. Berryman shoots just a little wide. He might have hit the curvature, but it looked nice from our angle. Shot. Caleb with a stick save. Or right above the blocker. Ridge comes away with it. He turns. Gets away from his guy. Up past Barth as Barth, pitcher, and Miller are on. Now Barth is going to gather that. Gets around one. Has pitcher. Pitcher with the tip. And just can't get it to go. Even had the goalie moving the pads apart there a little bit. Just couldn't get the tip to go. Puck dropped. Back out to Pickering. Shot. Hit a bunch of skates. Blaine hacks at it. Barth puts it down low. Now Barth. Stick handles through. Finds Pickering. Pickering shot low. Pushed wide by, I think, the pad. He got it through all the legs and sticks. Now flung high. Blaine knocks it down. Pickering took the man there. Oh, and it gets kicked through. Kid falls down as he's shooting, and it comes out of the zone. Puck played to the middle. Ooh. They head in. Shot. Kid muffs it. Goes wide. And played back down low. Pickering pushes it over. Miller over there to get it. It's down in the corner where I can't see. Comes out to the point. Miller's going to take a hook. Clearly we've touched it because he's sitting on it. There we go. So we'll go to the penalty kill. So Springer and... No. Well, Fisher's going to hop on. Springer's going to hop on. Lacasse and Given hopped on. So that'll be our 4 to start. Puck 1 out to the point. Played down the half wall. Down low. Back out to the point. They play it over to the side, but it's bouncy. Springer gets it. Can't get it out, though, and they recover at the blue line. Shot. Wide. Lacasse over. Now Springer helps. Now Fisher. Fisher gets tripped. And good work there by Jack Fisher to keep moving his feet. And they ended up with a stick in between his feet, and he went down. So we'll go 4-on-4 for at least, minute 30. Ridge and Rawls, Berryman and Barth. Puck in the official skates. Now it comes out the other way. Played up the wall. They dump it in. Ridge gets it. He turns. Comes out the other side. Gets slashed. Finds Barth. Barth gets it knocked away. Now it comes to Ridge. To Rawls. To Ridge. Berryman's in offside. He was thinking everyone was going to dump it in, and no one did. Barth back. Nope. We're going to waste more time because we're going to argue that we can't change even though we're the home team and they changed. Puck rimmed around. Nashville gets it out of the zone. Puck played to the slot. Barth knocks that away. Barth heads forward. Berryman shoots near side, doesn't go. Shoots again. Pickering over to get it. Plays it down low to Barth. Gets rimmed around. Pickering over to get it. It's pushed forward. Blaine. Puck gets pushed it on Caleb, and Caleb will cover that. So 10 seconds left in their penalty. Then they'll have a power play, or we'll have a power play for 30 seconds. That means Pitcher and Springer are out. Given and Lacasse. Pitcher comes away with it. He puts it off the boards to himself. Stops. Leaves for Springer. They find Ben. Now Ben turns. We're on the power play here for the next 20 seconds or so. Over to Given. Finds Flogs. Oh, and his pass misses Ben. Ben turns. About 5 seconds left in the power play. Ben gets the line. He's going to keep going. He's battling two. Leaves it for Pitcher. Pitcher misses. Given heads back as a guy comes out of the box. He gets the line, plays it in. Rolls. Blaine. Oh, they're in 2-on-1 as our D was changing. Rawls blocks it. Caleb puts it in the corner. Not sure what the holdup there was on the D change. Shot. Flogger gets a piece. Rawls battling two. Now Blaine. Now it's pushed forward. Rawls tries to get position. And we got another penalty. Another rough, surprisingly. So it looks like Louis is going to get some quality dad time in the box. As we go to the PK, Flogger pitcher, Pickering and Schrader. Puck went back out to the point. They go to the near side. Pass hits Flogger. Pitcher's clearance gets knocked down, and it comes out of the zone as they try to pass it back. Flogger high on the forecheck, forces them to far side. Now they come back to the middle. They get the blue line and the zone. Puck played through, too hot for their own player as it goes to the wall. Now they reset on the far boards. Now back out to the point. Shot through. Caleb with the save. Looks like he got it with the glove. So Fish and Miller are going to head over. Ridge and Lacasse. Miller on the or Fisher on the faceoff. Played up the wall. They keep it in. Shot. Hits Ridge in front, and he just clears it down the ice. He might get a friendly angle there. Oh, it does end up going. So we'll head back down in front of Caleb for a faceoff. Miller. Puck goes to the far wall. They come back out to the point. They go D to D. Now down the wall. Now back out to the blue line. Out to the other side. Now back out to the point. Shot. Sneaks through. So the way they're celebrating, it looks like it was tipped in front. Shot from the point, tipped in front, and got past Caleb. Stanley out with Kaiser and Simpson. Puck went over to Simpson. Now Blaine dumps it in. Kaiser in on the puck, knocked away by Simpson. Pickering plays it backward. Now Kaiser dumps it in. Stanley in after it. They chip it in. Pickering back to get it. Rims it around. Up to the point. Shot wide. Scares the mom who's behind the glass. Now it's tied up along the boards. Kaiser there. Pickering there. A couple of Nashville players. Nashville comes away with it. They come to the near side at the point. Shoot it in wide, and Caleb puts it up in the net at Dr. Otto. So pitcher heads back on with Barth and Miller. Pickering and Schrader out there. Puck comes in near side. Misses pitcher. Nashville has to play it because Miller's in on the forecheck. Puck played up the wall. They flip it out. Lane back to get it. He plays it up the wall. Finds Pickering. That puck brought in offsides by Nashville. Puck played in. Blaine gets it off the snowbank. Referee doesn't get out of the way. Hits a skate and stays in the zone. Ooh. D-man pinched in. Kind of had a flutter shot on Caleb that he had to track and glove. So nice play there. Fisher, Berryman, Flogger head on. Blaine and Pickering are still out there. Puck eludes Berryman. Doesn't quite get the Flogger. Gets dumped in. Flogger plays it forward. And Berryman just gets dumped as he tries to go through the blue line. So we'll go to the power play. Flogger down low. Springer. Flogger. And Springer. Doing a lot of work on the wall here. Lacasse. Springer. Flogger knocks it over to Berryman. Berryman shoots high off the face mask, it sounded like, and then they clear it out. And icing. Fisher to the dot. Puck tied up. Berryman gets in there, gets it. Finds Blaine, finds Pickering. Pickering tries to find either Fisher or Flogger, and whoever it was missed. As some of the kids were starting to celebrate. Fisher finds Flogger. Flogger finds Blaine. Finds Pickering. Finds Blaine. Finds Flogger. Finds Blaine. Shot. Gets blocked in front. And they play it out. And it gets tipped, so no icing. Blaine going to whip it up. Flogger, Berryman. And Nashville comes away with it. Puck eludes Pickering. Now he grabs it. He goes far side to Fish. Fish stops, shoots. Bouncing puck over Pickering's stick, and then Berryman knocks the net off. With 22 seconds left in the power play, pitcher, Barth, and Miller hop on. Back to Pickering, to Blaine, to Barth, to Miller, who has to lift a stick, but the puck slides off. Blaine gathers, finds Pickering. He's going to turn and go. Pickering slides it to the middle. Pitcher skies it. Now a shot by Barth hits the side of the net. Now pitcher trying to figure out where the pressure is. Turns into the guy. Now pitcher comes away. Now out to Pickering. Shot through. Misses pitcher. Barth circles. Shot hits a stick, goes wide. Miller goes down low with it. D-man steals the puck. Ridgway pinches. Now it's back out to Miller. Miller awkwardly, kind of. Pushes to the corner to Ridge. Now pitcher. Now it comes out to Rawls. Rawls wide to Barth. Barth tries to get it through, hits a skate. Barth and pitcher over there. And clearance, glove down by Louie. Louie tries to find Otto, and it hits a skate. Louie sells out to keep it in again. Just puts it in the far corner. Miller. Now Ridge keeps it in. His shot in, goes wide. Louie's going to pinch. Plays it down low. We got changes going on. JR on, Stanley on. JR comes off the wall. And it comes out of the zone. Louie gets the zone and plays it in deep. Springer out there too. Ridge and Rawls are still there. Springer's going to have to go get this as it dies in the snow in front of the benches. He plays it up the far side where Rawls is there. He finds Stanley. Stanley goes wide, shoots. Well, it goes through the goalie but goes wide. He tries to ramp it and it gets knocked away. They're going to play it through center ice. Pickering's in a foot race, knocks it away. Stanley over there. Now it's played down the wall. Out to the point, they go D to D. Shot wide, they're looking for a tip coming off the wall. Shot, not sure if that hit the people in front or if it hit Caleb, but either way, it fell right in front of him and he covered. So Barth's going to head out with Kaiser and Bielstein. Given and Lacasse. Barth to the dot. Ties them all up. Given comes away with it. Tries to find Bielstein. That gets intercepted. Comes back to the near side. Barth takes a man. Shot through again. They're looking for tips. Bielstein gets it up against the wall. Now Lacasse. Now he still has it. Still battling. Barth has it. Now Bielstein gets it out. Gets it to Barth. Now Barth in. Gets leveled. Kaiser with a shot. Oh, Bielstein tries a backhand as he's going down. And we call the play dead even though the puck is still live. So this will be interesting. It's been sitting there the whole time, buddy. So a couple good opportunities on this shift. Kaiser had one that went back against the play a little bit, and the goalie had to stick out the pad and got it with the toe. And then Bielstein tried to get in on the backhand and ended up wearing a bunch of ice. Gets rimmed around. Bielstein over to get it. Stops it. Plays it down low to Kaiser. Puck hops on him. Comes out. Lacasse there. Plays it back in. Barth. Plays it in. Bielstein hacking at it. And again, it's still loose. And we got a happy whistle today. I think all the coaches may have taken off their hats in frustration in unison on that one as the puck was on the side of the net. Puck played back to Lacasse. Shot. Played wide by Nashville's goalie. Now down low to Fish. Fish, Berryman, Flogger. Lacasse and Given. Given's going to come off the wall. Shoots. Oh, blocker save goes high. Flogger. Fisher. Now it's kicked. Lacasse pinches, gets it. Played to the middle. Gets past Flogger, and they're going to come the other way. Puck goes wide. Given over there. Now it goes down low. Now it comes back out to the far side. Ooh. So a shot from the point that looked like it went out. Kind of got caught up in Caleb's pad and stick and bounced around for a minute, and then he covered. Pickering and Blaine head out. Shot, Caleb with the save. And Fisher has ice. He finds Flogger. Flogger heads to the line, flips it in over Berryman, who was cutting to the middle. Berryman back to the corner to get it. Flogger sees the plan, cuts it off. Puck hops on Berryman. Now he's on the back check, lifts the stick. Now they played up the wall. Flogger back to get it. He turns. Gets the line. Now gets pushed away. Pickering there. He goes hard off the wall. And it's played in. Brownie not happy about something. I think it was a high hit. They go D to D. Find Miller. Miller dumps it in. The goalie knocks it forward with the paddle and then is forced to cover. So we got 37 seconds left. Brownie still chirping. Pitcher out, Miller, Barth, Rolls, and Ridge. Tied up. Played back by Nashville. Pitcher, now Barth. Now it comes through them. And Nashville gets the line. It bounces on him. Caleb puts it to the corner as he shoots it in. Pitcher there. 18 seconds left. He's got room. Now he passes to Ridge. Ridge finds Miller. He's in with Barth. Barth in. Barth shoots wide. Oh, that was a nice breakout. So it went back and forth, side to side, but we just couldn't finish. Barth at the end. So after 2-1 Nashville. And we're going to be back for the third. Maybe. Who knows? They blew the horn and then nobody moved. Fisher, Flogger, Berryman, Lacoste, and Given start the third. Puck one back by Fisher to Flogger to Berryman. Berryman flips it in. Comes to the middle. Flogger gets it, but that gets knocked down. They played off the official. That's one for each team. Puck gets stuck in the snow by the door. Flogger shoots high. Puck comes forward to Given. He finds Lacoste. Lacoste has a step. He stops. Leaves for Berryman. Berryman goes wide. Shoots. Now Fish is going to get that. He's going to find Lacoste. Lacoste is going to shoot. There's a tip. Another tip. And somehow we can't get it to go as Flogger had his stick pushed down and couldn't get to it. Puck played forward, tipped in. Pitcher line out here, Barth and Miller. Given and Lacoste still out there. Guy goes behind the net. They cycle. Pass to the middle. And it's loose. Everybody dives. Now, by past experience, he should have blown that dead because he probably couldn't see it. But it didn't happen in our favor this time. Puck gets dumped back in. Can't get it out right now. Now Miller gets it out. Comes to the near side. Their D-man misses it. Barth in on the forecheck. The puck comes out. They knock it back in. We go delayed offsides, apparently. Who knows? And it gets rimmed around. Lane over there. Barth. Barth chips one. And forwards are going to change. Stanley's going to hop on with Springer and Simpson. Puck tied up. Stanley pushes it forward to Springer. Springer goes wide left, dumps it in, hits skate. It goes in on the goalie, and he's forced to cover. Got to the point of the game where MC hammers on the music. Puck drops. Stanley pushes it forward. Springer after it. It's pushed along the boards. Slides past Ridge, goes to Stanley. He gets it over to Rawls. Rawls has it hop on him. He pushes it forward. Simpson pushes it in. And their goalie comes out to play it. Hard off the wall. Ridge stops that. Now he flips it in. Springer in to get it. Kaiser on. Ooh, that was an awkward hit. Stanley got tied. Oh, and a nice flash afterward. And the official, who's young, just looks at it. Ridge takes the man. So Ridge is going to go to the box. Selective officiating. So pitcher out there with Kaiser. They walk the line. Come to the near side. Back to the near side shot. Caleb with the save. Off the wall. Doesn't come out. They walk the line again. Comes to the near side. They miss their pass. Kaiser there. Gets a piece, but it doesn't come out. Comes back out to the point. Shot through. Caleb gloves it down. So Fisher and Flogger are going to head out. Pickering and Schrader stay. Puck out to the point. Shot. Ooh. That had the top corner picked out and just floated wide. Comes to the near side. Shot again. Officials making a better door than a window right now. And it's flung out. Flogger on the forecheck. Gets a stick in. Fisher almost keeps it in. Now it goes in. Flogger's going to go for a change. Barth and pitcher back on. Ooh, they skate in with it. Shot off the side of the post. Now Ben floats it out. Oh, and Barth's in a foot race. He may float around there. He plays it down low to pitcher. Pitcher battling down low against two. Comes away with the puck. Pushes it down low again. Battles again. And it comes to the near side. Given gets a piece of it. Up the side. Shot, hits a leg. And a quick whistle. Pitcher to the dot. Tied up underneath him. They go to the backhand shot. So Mike's going to go to the box. It looks like they're going to send them both. Their kid was digging at the goalie. These two might get matching the rest of the game. All right, so we got matching. Flogger still trying to get through to the ref about what penalties are, I think. Rawls rims it around to Ridge. So we have Fisher, Flogger, Berryman out here. Ridge and Rawls. Puck goes down low. And Nashville comes out with it. Kind of gets broken up, but they grab it, head in. Fisher steals that. Battle along the boards. Played down low. Ridge. Off the wall. Berryman can't quite chip it. It goes in offsides as the Nashville player had it made it out of the zone. Fisher to the dot. Caught up in the official. Now comes to the near side for Nashville. Kid tries to go across the ice and pass doesn't quite work. Now Flogger in. Played off the wall again. Berryman gets enough of it. Fisher keeps it in. Leaves for Blaine off his backhand. Now gets rimmed around. Pickering there. Bypasses the snow. Now off the wall. And Berryman puts it in. It rides the red part for a second. A Flogger there, but he ends up on his belly. Puck in low. Fisher after it. Still battling along the wall. Flogger, Fisher, Blaine. Now it goes the other way. Pass out. Gets broken up. Shot. Tipped wide and high. Springer tries to get position. Puck goes down low to Pickering. Puck played out. Springer chips it forward. Flips the player's stick. JR in on the forecheck. And the puck comes to center ice. Ben has to wait for the other defenseman to get off. Hits the official with it. Their player goes down. Ben gets it. Turns. Goes back to Ben. He goes wall to Given. Given up to Springer, but it hops over his stick. Now Springer knocks it out. And Nashville heads in, hits Stanley with it. Stanley hops off. Kaiser on. They stop at the corner. Go back and forth. Given battling, pushes it forward. Finds Springer. Goes through Flogger's skates. That's not going to go for icing as they wave it off. Flogger pushes a guy up against the wall. Comes to the near side. Kaiser there. Bielstein there. Oh, it just slides on him. It goes the other way. They flip it in, and Caleb's going to cover. So just under 8 minutes left. Mike is led out of the box so they can chirp at each other some more. Dan Rawls has had an active night over in the box. So Kaiser out there with Flogger and Bielstein. Schrader and Pickering. Nashville comes away with it. They go D to D. Shot through, tipped, hit the side of the net. Pickering comes away with it. It hits a team or a skate. Caleb has to play it away. Now they turn. Back out to the point. Flogger gets a little bit of it. Stuck in skates. Still doesn't come out. Shot through. That one hits pads hard. Puck played behind the net. Now out to the point again. Flogger. Puck tipped. Caleb got it off the chest and then covered otherwise. Pitcher line heads out. Barth and Miller. Bridge and Rawls are going to hop on with them. Now we're going to change face-off people, and they're going to move back to the same spot. Such a waste of time. Nashville player turns in. Puck slides in front of Caleb. He pushes it wide. Barth heads forward. Tries to get it up to Miller. Now it comes back to Barth. Barth tries to get a shot off and pushes it forward. Now he plays it down low. Comes around the wall. Ridge keeps it in. Now it bounces up on him. Oh. And Nashville plays it in deep. I guess we had icing. It looked like he was at the red line, but icing's the call. Pitcher heads to the dot. Puck just out of Rawls' reach. Bridge pushes it forward. Barth tries to. Now Nashville comes to the near side. Gets to sidestep his own player. Bridge tries to find Miller. That gets played forward. Played up. Barth pushes it forward. Miller gets a piece. Wow. So Miller got held, turned around. And they finally called it. So we're going to power play with Fisher, Flogger, Berryman, Blaine, and Pickering. We got to connect on one of these power plays. We've had a lot of these, and it's been a long time since we've got on a groove on the power play. Puck comes to Berryman, back to Blaine. It slides on him. Fish gets it. Fish shoots. Pad saved by the goalie. Berryman's pass hits somebody. Now Fish grabs that. Out to Blaine. Blaine's shot gets hit by a stick, goes high. Flogger battling down low. His pass misses. Now Berryman. Now Blaine. Now Flogger. Now Pickering. And Pickering dumps it in, goes in after it. Pickering blocks the clearance. Comes off. Blaine gathers. Chips it in. Fisher shot. Hits something, goes wide. Now down low to Fish. Leaves for Berryman. Berryman cuts in. Shot, doesn't get anything on it. Leads in the slot, no one's there, and they're just going to push it forward and go change. Clearance pass is missed. It goes down for icing. So 46 seconds left in this power play. So face off. We're short one. That's always great. So Lacoste and Ridge are out there. Ridge gathers the puck. He skates it forward. Finds Barth. Barth stops. Finds Ben. Ben goes forward. He stops, sets up. But he's supposed to be at the top, and no one's subbing for him. There we go. Now pitcher comes away with it. Comes around. Pitcher finds Ridge. Finds Lacoste. Finds Barth. Finds Miller. Shot. Pitcher shoots wide. Real wide. Lacoste comes away with it. Lacoste tries to wrap it. Now pitcher bangs at it. And Miller scores. So kind of a broken play behind the net. Lacoste tried to wrap it. Pitcher tried to bang it in. And it floated through the slot. Miller was there. Might be our first power play goal this year. So that's 2 goals for Otto Miller. Puck tied up at center ice. They come to near side. Go through the middle. Fisher out with Flogger and Berryman. Kid cuts through. Flogger tries to push it out. Now it comes out. Now it hits Fish. Now it hits Flogger. Fish pulls it out. Someone's got a problem stick. Pickering had to get a spare, because his is on the ice. He grabbed one quickly, and then they got his stick. Got it to him. Flogger's going to go change as Fisher's working hard. It kind of goes to that spot where Flogger was. Springer on the forecheck. Now Kaiser. Puck played past. Now Pickering. Up to Springer. Springer, shot, hits a body. The goalie covers. Brownie's going to try and figure out if that thing's broken. Kaiser, Stanley, Springer. Puck goes past. Hand pass, we're saying. Not sure who was on, but either way, it stops play. Puck tied up. Stanley, Kaiser pushes forward. He gets dumped. And they got the penalty there. As long as they're, how are they not touch the puck? I'm so confused how none of them touched the puck along the boards. So Kaiser got dumped. So we'll go back to the power play. Pickering, Blaine, pitcher Barth Miller. Pitcher to the dot. Puck one back hard by Mike, but oof. Pickering resets. Now Blaine. They're hard on the forecheck right now. And Barth comes away with it. He's going to head forward. He has room. Pushes to Mike. Hits the official. And it comes down in on Caleb. Blaine circles and has a bouncy puck. Now it settles. He heads in, leaves it for Mike. Mike for Pickering. Or Barth. Barth. Oh, had a soft pass to pitcher. Got tipped wide. Pitcher comes off the boards. Oh, Barth. Barth needed a pinch there. Pitcher comes away with it. Finds Miller. Finds Lacasse. Lacasse will shoot. Blocked in front. Pickering. To Barth. Barth on a knee. Gets blocked. Pickering grabs it. Leaves it for Barth. Leaves it for Ben. Now to Barth. Finds pitcher. Finds Miller. Oh, the pad save. And that thing is not going to go for icing as it just turned up and actually sat up on the edge. So Ben, with 30 seconds left in the power play, is going to go forward. And they're going to hack it out. Blaine back out. They go up the wall to Miller. He tips. Oh, no, they're going to say he didn't tip. So 19.3 left on the clock. 8 seconds left in the power play. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off. Fisher to the dot. Puck one to the side. Nashville rims it around. Ten seconds left. Fisher gets a line, flips it in, and that'll probably about do it unless there's a turnover. Nashville comes out. They whip it down on Caleb, and he pushes it wide. So we'll see what we're going to do here. Looks like we're going to go to some overtime. Looks like Nashville coach just asked, and the box gave him a yes. It's a little overtime here. Free hockey. If any of the hockey's free, the overtime's free. Oh. All right, so we're going to have Blaine and Pickering and pitcher. I guess Pickering will run more like a forward here. Pitcher ties that up. It gets one back by Nashville. They go to the far side. They head in. Now they circle. Again, 3-on-3 is all about possession. Come to the near side. Gets knocked away. Is down and low. Pitcher takes the man. Can't get his stick out. Now the guy comes away with it. Tries to cut to the middle. Soft pass. They go back to him. He's going to come out of the zone. Pitcher on the stick check. Now they head in. He's looking to drop it. He does. They play it back out of the zone. Guy turns. Finds Mike. Mike heads in. He's by himself. He can't get it through, and now they're going to go 3-on-2 the other way. Blaine out there, Ben out there. So they changed, so that helped Mike get back. He's unable to change. Back out to the top. They come out of the zone. Now they cycle through. Kid muffs a shot bad. Goes to the corner. And Blaine finds Ben. Barth is going to hop on. Ben gets flipped over. And they come out the other way. Barth breaks that up. Now it goes back the other way. Miller. So now Barth and Miller are going to head forward. Now they get somewhat set up. Ben grabs it. Tries to find Miller. That gets broken up. Now Barth's going to grab it. Going to sidestep one. Turn. Reset. Pulls. Tries to get it to Miller. Now it comes the other way. And Pickering, luckily their player was at the end of a shift. And Pickering grabs that. Gets pushed up against the wall. Two minutes left in OT. And Miller comes away with it. He chips. Can't quite get it back. Now they're going to turn and go 2-on-1. Caleb with a nice save. Got it with the blocker as the guy was in about 2 feet from him. Now Barth is going to go forward. He and Pickering in 2-on-1. He finds Pickering. Pickering's going to shoot. Blocker save on that end. Now Flogger's on. He's going to leave for Pickering, who leaves for sends to Barth. Back to Pickering. Goes inside to Flogger. That gets knocked away. Flogger on the check. He's in fast. Shot. Fisher did enough to tie up his stick. Fisher's going to turn. Turns into him. He's trying to get it out. Comes to the slot. Caleb with another save. Fisher over to Pickering. Less than a minute left. Pickering's pass to Fisher. And he's got to go forward with it. Cuts to the middle. Shot and a goal. So Fish comes off the wall. And actually that puck was sitting up. And he just flung it into the goal. So 3-2 win in overtime for Carshield. 2 goals by Miller and 1 by Fisher, the overtime winner. We'll be back at it Friday, I think. You'll be listening to Joe for those calls. Until then, we'll see you later.